This is a very interesting drum. Right here. I want two volunteers to come up. Two of those lovely ladies that can't talk. Doing great jobs on car, and two young men. One is over here. Can I have two ladies come up? Two young ladies. What happened? When you call your students to come up, you expect them to come.
I got you.
Thank you. Come up, two young, that young man who is very, very intelligent. Come up here. Come. That can listen to everything. Two young men. One more. So you're going to come over here. Young ladies, you're going to come. You stand over here. And the young man here. Well, can I have another young gentleman? He volunteer. Come. Okay. So here we are. So this drum is from North Africa. They use it for, I'm afraid to say, but for the Egyptian and for belly dancing. So this is from Morocco. The Moors brought their whole culture to Brazil, Bahia, and where this drum started. If I play it like this, hold on, if I can get it right. By this you get a woo sound. Now, I'm going to play the drum, and while I have these wonderful people up there, they're going to dance the drum while I'm playing at the same time. He's laughing. If you can hear drums like that, you must be able to dance. You must be able to dance. So, are we ready? So I'm going to play the drums, and you're going to start dancing, and we're going to bring it down to two people. So are you ready? You ready? You're going to have to be ready. So here we go. Are you ready? So I'm going to ding. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Ding, 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 da, da, ding. Ding, 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 da, da, ding. Ding, 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 da, da, ding. Hey, hey, ding, da, ding, ding. Hey, hey, ding, da, ding, ding. Hey, hey, ding, da, ding, ding. Ding, da, hey, hey, da, ding, da, da, da. Hey, hey, ding, da, da, da. Hey, da, ding, da, da, da. Hey, da, ding, da, da, da. Ba, ding, ding, da, da, ding. Hey, ba, ding, ding, da, da, ding. Hey, ba, ding, ding, da, da, ding. Hey, ba, ding, ding, da, da, ding. Bring it back. Okay. Normally, we have a competition of a man and a lady, young man and a young lady. So, who would you vote that one a while ago? Hold on. But wait. When I point, louder you clap, who wins? So, the ladies been here. So, what we want to do, both of you go, thank you gentlemen, excellent. So both of you know, from 1 to 1 now. You're not a team. You have to say no. You're going to dance and you're going to go up and do something incredible and she has to beat you. Because say, listen, that's not good enough. You have to get your best game on. Are you ready? Come over here so they can see you. Both of you, here. So here we go again. So you dance first and you dance after. Or yes, you dance first. I'll stop, then you dance. 2 times to do it and we're going to pick the winner. Everybody with me? Is everybody with me? Alright. Are you ready? You're not ready? You ready? Alright, let's go. Alright. Now, you saw what she did. You saw that she came with some moves that are out of space. Alright, so the team is relying on you now. The kids are relying. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, here we go. Over here. We don't finish yet. Now you saw what she did. What did she do? No man, don't beat. You can't take that. She just used a little bit of sight. What are you going to do, Tabitha? You can use anything. The audience are there. Get vivid. Get that. A child has imagination. A child is a king one day, a queen. Imagination, no matter what age, you can use it. Are you ready? Come up with something unique. I know you have that. It's in your box. That teacher's box. Bring it up. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, here we go. Stop. Now, but that point is who's going to win. Alright? Think very carefully. We have the future on one, and we have the elderly, and both are very important. Now that she's elderly, what she did was to bring, we brought children, we brought elderly, both are very important. Without the two of them, we have no tomorrow. You must know your roots before you know your future. And grandparents take care of most of the children at the end of the day with the problems we have. Alright, so here we vote now. To me, I would say it's a tie. And why I say that is that thank you so much for both of you. And why I said that is because in our schools today and our churches, it should be the safest place on earth. And in America right now, is the most dangerous place on earth. So the society and what we have, we can't have enough prayers to change it. We need a better tomorrow. And it starts right here. The seeds are planted right here. Because in that 3-year-old child's mind, they're geniuses already. They take the phones, the cell phones, at 3, and the computer. And then, okay, you could have a degree. They're going to work it out. So what's going to happen is that we have to realize that they are older than what they are when they come. So we have to have a different learning curve for them. Because you have some geniuses that will be professors at the age of 12. Trust me when I tell you. They're going to be super. But we have to respect one, when you're teaching them, but respect the spiritual side of them. Because God gave it to us as a gift. We don't own them. And sometimes there come messages for each one of us. A new learning, because the world has not been fully, how can I put it? It's going forward, but it's going forward so fast, we're losing the human touch. Yes. Anyway, moving on. Thank you so much for both of you. Yes. All right, so I continue my journey. In continuing my journey, I quickly introduce some instruments now. I'm going to go to Brazil. As I say, excuse me. Anybody here from Brazil? Nobody? Oh, walk on. All right. In Brazil, what is this? What is this? Where you see this mostly? Church. Good. Who plays it? Church. The church choir. But who really changed it? Church mother. The wife of the reverend, so she can play it up front to see who's looking at her husband while he's preaching. Anyway, so the tambourine. This is a tambourine that we know, church, right? But this is called a pandeiro. Pandeiro is a pandeiro. This is what 6-year-olds play this instrument in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and it's amazing. They can flick it, and it sounds like this. So this is called a pandeiro. Can I hear what you say? military authority. Pandero. I said pandero. Right, with authority. I'll keep on telling, and you can tell your children this. A lot of our children who, what we call at risk, when they talk down on the ground. What's your name? John. What's your name? Because their whole esteem is not here for whatever cause it. And because I teach so much kids from little ones up to adults, I'm lucky at my age to do that. Because through I do workshops and I get to look and see. And it's like the damages, it's like they just need a little love. So what I tell them, the kids, I say, if you was in the White House, and you're not supposed to be there, and they ask, who are you? The Secret Service. John. Margaret. What's wrong with you? Right. But if you say, John, my name is, you're going to stall them for 2 minutes so you can get out of there fast. Margaret! They're going to say, well, you couldn't be so sorry. So to me, each child, tell them that their name is special. Just like your fingerprints. You only have one. You come here, be proud of yourself. Say your name, because it's important. So you get them from doing this, let them come up. And see. And why I also would like to talk to you also, when I show you different things here, is that music. We think of academics, and we say, boy, they must learn a certain way. Not everybody will learn the same way. They love music. The attention span is a problem. The attention span is the biggest problem. Because they get, especially now, you have to be doing, even when I do workshops, you're going one thing to the other. Because the phone, everything's instant. But if you play some music, or tell them to be little, they can remember. Those who are not good at academics can remember 30 rap songs, word for word. So why can't they learn the science and all that? If you give them a little sweetie and say, play this little rhythm, and they play it, the mind remembers that happy mode. And you say, listen, I'm not going to play no more rhythm unless you learn science or mathematics. Watch how quick they learn it. Because the association, because that's the brain that they learn from. So that's a little advice. Try it, you never know. Okay, this instrument is another Brazilian instrument. It has a skin and it has a stick in the back. Anybody know what this instrument is from Brazil? Tell me what sounds this is. What animal? Good, a frog. But listen again. You see it in the zoo all the time. Good, that's good, but it's good, it could be that. You see it all the time, it's always doing this. Yes, but what is it? Give me its other name. A monkey. Yeah, look at it. Well, in Brazil, samba, they play this song. In Batucada samba, that's what they play. So that is what instrument that goes. Now let me move on. I'll show you quickly. They have this instrument. Sorry about the distance, but I'm learning little by little. So this is called a rocco. It's like shaker. So when you shake it, when you play the instrument, don't put your strength in it. Let the instrument work for you. So it vibrates, so use the instrument to move it. Alright? So, now in Brazil, you have a surdo drum, which I don't have today. But anyway, no, don't move it, leave it. So, I'm using a bass drum, so I'm going to play a rhythm. And the guy who has this in a pita, this whistle, is what the head guy of samba played, right? And I want you to clap with me. Pam, pam, pam. Now listen, this is very important. When you play together, you have to listen. As a musician who has played all over the world, and more in my other life, in my life here now, for the last 5 years, after we play with people who are not particularly a musician, but I learned so much from it. But when you play, I don't want to hear the after like you, and you hear after together. 1, 2, 3, together clap. Listen to each other. Listen to each other. That's it. Keep it going. Keep it going. I love it. I love it. Let me go now. could have more of this where people can clap so much. It's like a family. Thank you, board members. The doctor there, Pam, who's doing a fantastic job. Anyway, I'll give you a little lesson again. Now we go Africa. We're in Africa. We just move around. This is called a thumb piano. See, there's different shapes. It's called Iberia, thumb piano, or kalimba. Those who listen to Earth, Wind and Fire use this instrument. Now, we talk a lot about Africa and slavery, but we don't talk about the great kings and queens that Africa has and had. And the griots, the African story was always told orally. And they would use this instrument. The griots were like minstrels. They were paid by the castle or the queens, and they would serenade, and history would pass with them. And they'd play like this. It goes like this. Down in Africa, 100 years ago, no Apple computer, the natural apple that grows from the trees. The breeze, they had to beg people when they reached under 50 to leave. Because everything was so healthy. No Kentucky chicken. Only fresh fruits and vegetables. Nature, no cancer. No germs. But just natural living. Right? So I made that up. But what happened is that they would talk and they'll tell a story. And they were the griots. They were the storytellers who were all historians and things. Now this is called a slit drum. The village of in Central Africa, they'll celebrate the harvest when food is coming in. So everybody will cut a slit in the trunk of the tree. They would cut it through. So the big trunk of the tree, they cut a little slit, and they will play a part of it. And it sounds like this. It's called a slit drum. Here we go. Called a slit drum. Now we move on to this. Tell me what this sounds like. Look here. What animal? Teachers, this is right up your street. What animal is that? Horse. Horse, look here. So everybody, teachers, everybody is like 8 and I'm 10. So I am the teacher here now. So you ride your imaginary horse, and when you get faster, you start moving. Yes! So we are go. So are you ready? Teachers, take a position with your horse. So your horse, let's everybody see, put your horse up together. Let's see everybody with their horse. So here we go. I'm glad I get this because you can try this with your students. Slowly, so here we go. Slowly, the horse. Exaggerated. Move it down. Move it. Da 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 da. Clap yourself. That was excellent. So, some people try in the classroom, you know. Give it to you. All right. Now, let me see if I can. Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go to another place here now. I'm going to go to visit because some of you are here, are from Cuba, or your family is from Cuba. Now, Cuba. Also, Cuba have to thank Africa because the Cuban 6 states came from Africa and some of the spirituality came to Cuba actually through the Bonga Club, which is of Nigeria. And that's when they get 6 states and the whole thing with the Yoruba tribe. So that's what they do is part of that. So I want you to clap with me. I want you to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. When you get that wild, you know, when you go, that peppery style, yes. Listen, yes, listen, yes. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Now move your head. While you're clapping, move your head. Get that body energized. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Listen, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Listen. That's when you see the women go straight down, guys, and it twists themselves, and listen, you know, all the movement. we call it in Jamaica the pepper movement. Don't mess with a Spanish woman. Tell her the truth all the time or you're in trouble. Alright, so here we go. The other one is, that was 1, 2, 3. That one is 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Listen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Listen. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Listen. 1, 2, 1. Alright, I'm going to play a game with you. So you can play this game with your, watch this, with your students. 1, 2. So low, you do the kids. So they can, you're going into the, put it into the, when you play basketball, dunk it, or you're giving a high five, so you go low. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Watch the movement. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So when you're done, look here, from side. So if the person beside you, there, when I put my right hand, their right hand can come and touch you. So you go, you hit it. So we go low and he goes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So watch it, let me show you. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said, 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 1, 2. Now look at your partner next door and try it. Let's try it. Come on, let's go. Classroom time. You didn't know. Yeah, we're teaching here today. Ready? Look at the car next door to you and try it. So let me demonstrate it. Come up here. Let me show you what we're doing. No, come. All right. So come. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said. 1, 2, 3. I said. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said. 1, 2, 1. Move your head right. Said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2. Said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Said 1, 2. Said 1, 2. All right. So let me do for your thing. Let me do. Can we have one lady come up and let me show you so you can do it and demonstrate it. So someone tape it, send it to everybody. There can have some lady. Come up, my darling. I'm ready. By the way, I'm 25, you know, so I'm a bit young here. Mom, thank you for coming. God bless you. All right. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, and you keep your eye. 1, 2, 3. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, left hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, slowly. 1, 2, left hand. 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3. See it again. So 1, 2, low, high. 1, 2, 3. Right again now. 1, 2, left hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, right hand. 1, 2, 3. Right. So 1, 2, left hand. 1, 2, 3. That's it. So that's in slow motion. So when you get it, you get 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Just like a dance. 1, 2, 3. I said 1, 2, 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 1. You put some style in it. Put sugar in it. By the way, you're laughing. For a woman who don't talk much, music open you up though. What wrong with she? She's a person who don't talk much, but you see when he comes to the classroom, oi, get up, stop it. She should talk plenty. I love you, thank you. All right, so moving on. So in Cuba, another instrument that is interesting is this. When you some of your little kids, you can get some instruments and teach them. It's called a capasa. It's a fuchi capasa. And hold it. When you hold the instrument, don't hold it with your butt because when you play it, you get tired. Let it work for you. So Fuji Kabasa, you can buy one cheap guitar. So you get the thing. Now, some of you should have an instrument. It's a shame. Some of you got hit on your hand when you studied piano and got upset. But forget about it. We're in a new age, you know. You can take this, grate in your kitchen, Afropick on sale for about $2. And you bring your kids, put a hat there, and you say, sit down, I'm going to play music. They said, what, Mom, Dad, what are you talking about playing music? Yeah. And you get like this. Put your head up high as if you are virtuoso. Shake your head and you go. This is called in Cuba, Guido, or they call it gira in UK. So you have an instrument. But what was the hat there for? They're going to say, oh, we like it, play more. Put some money there. Not cheap. So you start earning. All right? So that's that. So the other instrument, as you know, is the maracas. When you play the maracas, don't play with your force. Play lightly. Even an instrument like this can move people. It's what you project. When you're playing, when you're a teacher, play from your heart. Talk. Children know if you're sincere. Or you're hitting the clock because you're working because you're just getting paid. Or you love what you do. That's the difference. The passion within you as a teacher and the motivation that you have inside you is what the children pick up because they know it right away. So if you love what you do, you have a great class. If you're interested in what you do and you fulfill you each time, they feel that, and that's why success comes. You know? Alright, so I'm moving on again. Sorry about the movement here, but I usually am up front. Alright, so now I'm going to give you a little bit of Cuban beat. So you're going to play, we're going to start with a little guaguancó. So let me get there. Now, you're going to say no. We're not going to play. You're my band. So we have congas, the famous instrument. Oh, the famous instrument. Conga. They have the conga family. The conga is tumbadora, conga, and there's two more. But the bongos. So I want you to go like this. The party is starting. The party is starting. Okay, let's hold on my voice. Hold on. Before you start, hold on. Let me introduce it. This is now another instrument that came from the Moors. And I think Nicaragua took it down, if I'm not mistaken. But with the flamingo. The flamingo. So what happened? Everything has a historic with it, a history with it. So they use this for with the flamingo dancing. But in the slavery days within Brazil at the time, they would play this and they would sit on it. So it's a box. So they would say, the slave master would say, if it's a box, then they're just playing. But they were sending messages. The messages went like this. So that's what the message said. So when they said that message, what they were saying is that tonight, when the slave master's sleeping, we're going to raid the farm to get food for our children to eat. So that would be kind of message that we're sending, right? So now in Cuba, we start one call. So let's go to the party starting. The party is starting. The party is starting. Move your head. Why do you do that? Move your head. We gotta try. Move that body. We say, move that body. Move the body. Move the body. Move the body. Hey. Excellent. Excellent. I still going a little more. All right, so I usually have this instrument. I'm going to play an instrument that It's very recent, and what it does is, when I play it, it gives me deep meditation, which is what we need to. With all the stress, we need some time to zone out of the problems, because what causes heart problems and the stress, everything is stress related. Sometimes you have to take a moment when you spend time with yourself, your inner self, and enjoy yourself in the time, because if you keep on going, the body can only take so much and no more. So this instrument I'm going to play here, you might not see it, but you'll hear it. So I call it, first of all, I'm playing a cajon with my foot. And I'm tapping with my left foot. This is another cajon here, which is what I play. So here now, this instrument, let me see, you can see it? Looks like a spaceship. And this is called a hand drum. You see, it's been new. I wanted this, it was invented in Switzerland. There's a guy who made a steel pan from Trinidad.